All right, ma'am, tell me, in from the day one, was there anything that you got stuck with? Was there anything that you want to ask? And Ritu, ma'am, your query I had settled there only in the classroom. Like you wanted to know about the table of contents. We're going to
Hmm.
create table of contents today in Doc.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Okay.
That is a part of Google Docs, and we are
Google
going to do
Docs.
that today. Yeah.
Hmm.
1 minute, and we are going. Why do people don't join in time? What is the problem? Okay, let me share. Pin this. Then so yeah, as we always say, 3 to 4 ways of accessing. I'm going to start with Google Docs. Okay, so 3 to 4 ways of accessing docs dot google.com. One way. Uh, One is this. You can directly get into Docs and it is going to open a page wherein you can start a new document, or you can select any one of the templates from the gallery that has been defined. You have your own gallery also. If you want to submit a template, you can select a document, you can submit a copy, and you can submit this copy. If you want, you can send it to Google people also to be submitted in one of the documents if you want, in one of the templates if you want. So that is also a very, very good feature. And you will see with this plus sign, everywhere you have to start something new, Google will always give you a plus sign like this, a very colorful plus sign with 4 colors, all 4 side. Be it a simple plus, अभी हम लोग blogger में देखेंगे, be it a simple plain plus or this plus. So everything that you have to start new, the Google starts with a plus sign here. And these are all the recent documents that we have opened. Another way to open a document, I will say, is you want to go directly to the documents. You don't want to go into this waffle or you this app launcher, or you want to create on click on docs. This is another way. If you do not want to do this, that is, this way also is going to take you to to this portion wherein you will get these rocking templates. You can find one of the templates and you can jump in, or you can simply write docs.new, slides.new, whatever, and it will open a new document before you. But remember, folks, this document is going to be saved in the drive with which you are logged in. Remember that. All right. Whenever you start a meet, also, for example, you get a meet link and you start a meet, that also is going to start with the Google ID or the account that you are logged in with. So remember that. So एक ड्राइव में बना के दूसरे ड्राइव में मत ढूंढिएगा. So many teachers in my school do that and they get confused with कि मैंने बनाया था, I'm not able to locate it. आपने बनाया तब था when you were logged in with a plain account of your own. If you're logged in with the school account, then the things are going to be saved there. Otherwise, you will keep on looking and looking for the things that will not work. So now, um, coming back to documents, we click on this plus and we are here. And by default, as we all know, by default, the first line that you are going to type, put enter, and it is to be taken as the name of the document. All right. Now we are going to study, or we are going to learn how to do a couple of things which are going to be tested on. See, you can insert image from computer search web. I'm not going to go into the details of this because we have already done that in level 1. We are going to do table and drawing today. All right. We can do table. So once I click on insert table, I can decide how many rows and columns do I want. Not that once you have decided you cannot add later, you can, but to begin with, if you are clear with that I want only 3 rows and 3 columns, or 3 rows and rows and 4 columns, or 4 rows and 3 columns, you can go with that and you can start with that. So this works exactly like your plain table. You can do with this is you can select, go here. This is the formatting toolbar, and whatever you do, the formatting toolbar changes according to what you are formatting. For example, I upload an image, any image for that matter. Say, if I upload an image of the books here, you can drag and drop the image as well. That is not a problem. You can drag and drop. Uh, and I select book. I select this image. You see the formatting options here in the formatting toolbar are going to change according to what you have selected. So if I've selected an image, the formatting is going to be for the image. I'm going to crop the image. I can give a border. I can make the border dotted. I can crop. I can replace the image. I can do a lot of stuff with this image. But when I click on this table, see that the formatting tools have changed. So what I can do is I can select it here, go, and you can fill the table with any color that you want. All right. This is the fill color. Select it again. You can go and make the border color any color that you want. You can make it any point that you want. You can make it broader, you can make it thinner, and you can also decide what kind of borders do you want. Do you want a plain line, you want it dotted, you want it dashed? I call it dashing format, so I remember it that way only. So this is one of the dashing formats that we have, though I like to go with this plain one always, and a little thicker is going to give us a clear view into what we are doing. Now what all can we do inside this? All right, inside this table I can go and insert a lot of things. All right, I can go and insert the rows. Now one trick is, if you want 3 rows to be inserted, you do not have to do it one by one. You do not have to select or do your rows one by one. What we do is, we select 3 rows, right click, it will show you the number. The option in inserting or deleting the columns and rows is the same number that you have selected. So if I want 3 rows more to be selected or added, I click on this. I want 6 more to be added, I click on this. So this is how you, if you want, you can do one by one also. Just click here and insert 1 row below, one or above, and the columns that you're going to select, so on and so forth. So that is how we select the rows and columns, insert the rows and columns in the table. Now, if I want to distribute rows or I want to distribute columns, I can do that. Though distribution does not make much of a difference, it only is going to give you an option of how you want to distribute, how you want to go again, with the number of rows and columns, and how you want to distribute your data in the rows and columns, like scratching and dragging the tails, dragging the corners, dragging the margins. So that is also one of the columns of the distribution. Then about how to insert your, the next thing you are going to get after having inserted the table, the next thing you are going to be tested on is inserting image inside the table. So I am here, I go on insert, I go on web, and maybe this is the image I like. So I click on, okay, I click on this image, which is clearer, and I click on insert. And you will see you can insert images also inside the tables. Not only that, of course, text, we all know that we can do a lot of things with the text, but this is how we do the image. With image also, inside the table with the image also, you can do a lot of stuff. You can make the margin go bigger or smaller. You can move it along with the text, or you can fix it on a position. Fix it on a fixed position on page means that the the image is not going to move much after that, right? And these are the different selections that you can do. This is in line with the text, this is wrapping with the text, this is breaking with the text, makes it go outside. All right, it makes it go outside the table. And now if you write anything, if I insert anything, for example, if I insert text, say here, if I want to insert text, a text box or a text. So what do we do here is, all right, what the hell? So if you want to move in with the text, or if you want to add the text, you can make the text go behind, or you can make the text go along with the images that you have chosen. For example, I here write, I am doing just fine. Okay, now once you have inserted this text, you can do a lot of options with the test. I do not need to go into the details of what all you can do. Also, you can insert an image here, say this one. Now if you want the text to be behind or on top of the image, depends upon what you choose. So if you want this image to go behind the text, you can do that. If you want to be on top of the text, you can do even that. So that is going to be, if you want to move it with the text, or you want to go make it move behind the text, come in front of the text, all that is possible in your tables, right? So this is what, okay, the text has got deleted. Anyways, you can do that, you can practice that. That is how it is going to work. All right, one with the table is this. Now the second thing that you are going to be tested on is inserting bookmarks and inserting table of contents. All right, so what is table of contents? Table of contents means that I make a list of contents here, and if I click on the first heading, it should go into that portion very easily. For example, I want to say, for example, I want to, okay, copy this text, and till here I copy. I bring it back to my document, and I paste it here, right? So what I'm going to do is, this is, for example, the headings are there. Long text is a heading, long essay is a heading, or for example, Digital India, I'm going to turn into a heading. Right now it is not showing as a heading. Right now it is just showing that this is something which is paragraphically different. This heading is paragraphically different from the rest of the content. That's all that we are able to see right now. What if I want, I do not have to scroll to the entire, through the entire my text or my document to see what were the main points. How do I go into that? How do I do that? So what I'm going to do is, I am going to turn this into a table of contents. Now, how do I do that? First of all, we will have to select the heading wherever. Right now it is appearing in normal text. Do you see that? Right now it is appearing in normal text. Even this one is appearing in heading 3. This does not make table of content. These headings are not going to make into table of contents because they have to be in a particular heading, which is heading 1. Right, remember that. To turn any heading into a table of contents, to turn any heading into a any caption, any phrase, any word into a heading, you have to apply heading 1. Only after that it is going to turn into table of contents. So I apply heading 1 here. I apply heading 1 to this also. I apply heading 1 to this also. To 3 of them I have applied heading 1. That means that they have, sorry, it is heading 1. So now what I can do is, I can go here, click on insert, click on table of contents. There are two kinds of contents. One is with page number, one is with blue links. Okay, whichever you want you can insert. I personally like going with blue links a lot, so I click on blue links. Here the table of contents is created. You never wrote anything here, did you? You never wrote anything here. It has picked up all the headings that were heading 1. It has picked up all headings that were heading 1. See, this was not heading 1, delivery of digital service. It is not coming here because it was not turned into a heading. So what happens is, if I there is a long document and I want to see what is written in long essay on Digital India, I click on this and it will, it has automatically created a link for me. I click here and see, I go to long India. I click on creation, it will take me to creation of digital. If I turn this also into heading, if I turn this also into heading, so what you see is, I am going to again delete this and then insert my table of contents again. Let's this time do it with a page number and you will see this. Okay. See, Digital India, page number 1, then long essay, page number 2, page number 2 again. So which page is which thing is also going to be defined in table of contents. Either you can create blue links or you can create a bulleted numbered list for the headings. This is an awesome thing to do when you're doing long projects, you're doing long essays. uh, Usually when I am writing my research papers, what I do is I create a table of contents, and first of all I am writing my abstract, then I'm writing my keywords, then I'm writing my body, then I am submitting, then I'm doing my then I'm doing my conclusions. So there are so many things. If a person does not want to go through my entire document, the one who is going to approve my essay or approve my uh, paper, he doesn't want to go into the details of what my abstract is. He just wants to see what all have you done in this heading, what all is in the body of the paper. They come here, or they don't want to see the entire body, they want to see only the abstract. Okay, what is the abstract? This is the abstract, and the abstract looks fine, and your paper is going to be approved, or we are going to approve your abstract to write paper again, right? So approve or disapprove, whatever, depending upon whatever they are going to do. So this is how the this thing works. This is how table of contents work, right? This is one of the things that you are going to be tested on very, very carefully. Be sure of it. You are going to be tested on table of contents. The next thing you are going to be tested on is bookmarks, right? Now, how to create bookmarks? Let's come to a fresh page, and here, so I'm going to write a content here. Okay, say it's same content, same. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to copy from here. Let's contain it into a heading too. So I'm going to copy the content from here. Control C. I come to a new page. Control V. And now what do I do is, what do I want to bookmark? So where I want a bookmark first, I want a bookmark here and here, right? So let's create a bookmark. First of all, I want a bookmark here. So I go to insert and I go to bookmark. Bookmark is here. I go to insert, I go to bookmark. So the bookmark creates here. Now I go up and I'm going to delete all this. All right. So only two things I'm going to keep: two bookmarks, delivery of digital service. So delivery of digital service. Now here you see it is not existing or something, but I write. How do I create a bookmark for this? I select this, again go to insert, again go to link. This time I'm going to link it. So it is going to ask me, what do you want to link this with these things? I say no, I want to link it with headings and bookmarks. I click on here and it is going to ask me, what do you want to link it with? So if it is delivery of digital service, let me link this with delivery of digital service. And if I click on this, it will be taken to that place. Okay, and one more thing I will write, and you will see that it moves to that place automatically. So I click this, I go to insert, I go to bookmark, link. All right. What do you want to link this with? No. So I come here and I go to insert, link. What do you want to link this with? Bookmarks here or digital literacy, wherever. And when I click on this, it will take me to a bookmark which is known as digital literacy. This is exactly how bookmarks work. All right. If you write something, it works exactly in the manner of your table of contents, but the names given to both of them are different, because depending upon what you are doing with the content. For example, I'll show you one. Maybe if I am able to pull it out, I will show you how the table of content is created, and it looks really awesome. And I will show you an example of how it is created as well. Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, it is.
Yes. Okay. So this is one document that I had created for the monthly meetings that we have. So what happens is, the document is very long. It's a very long, it's a 7-page long document. I do not want to go into each and every detail. For example, for today, I just want to know what are the future events that was suggested in this meeting, or what is the demo slam that was suggested. So what I do is I click on this and I click on bookmark. See, it has taken me directly to that page. I did not have to scroll down to page number 7 to see what the bookmarks were. It is taking me directly to that page. I do not have to, again, I do not have to scroll in and out or up and down of a document. See how to nominate. Here I go. Okay, this bookmark does not exist, but helping with the, okay, I go here and it takes me directly to the place that I had bookmarked, right? So this is a very, very convenient way of doing something, that a very convenient way of making contents easily accessible, navigatable to the person to whom you are presenting. All right, you can teach these small things to your children as well when they are going to be, submit their project, that these are the project heads. Okay, all right, okay, just a moment, just a moment. So you can teach these things. And one more thing I will cover here. I hope you know about links. Okay, I am quickly going to go over links because links is going to be tested again. So if I want to insert a link on a text, I am going to highlight or the text, go here, click on link. It will tell you what do you want to link it with. If you want to link it with something, it gets linked. In the same manner, you can link your picture also. Go to the picture, select the picture, insert a link, and that links get inserted. Insert your yeah, anything that you want to link it with. So you can insert links here. I'm not going to go into the details of these. And another tools that you can do is word count, and all these tools are really awesome. You can try these on. If you have anything to try on in your add-ons, you can do that. There are so many fabulous add-ons available for document. Please go try them and see how they can help you. And another thing that we are going to do is citations. We have done that citation, but I'm going to do it in a bit of a time. Within 5 minutes, I'm going to do citations, and then I'm going to come back to all your queries. Okay, I go to citations, I click on MLA. As we were discussing the other day also ना, मैंने आपको बताया कि APA 7th edition latest चल रहा है. देखिए यहाँ पर भी update कर दिया Google ने. APA 7th edition is the latest one. I am seeing it for the first time today, but okay, they are also updated with everything. Now, if I want an MLA citation, so I add a citation source. Where have I going to cite it from? I'm going to cite it from a website, accessed by a website. You can write the author's name if you know. Um, say Billy, Billy Benzer's, and then a title if you know, website title, because we are citing a website. If you know the title of the website, say here the website will be, say, Digital India. Okay, let's take Digital India for that matter. And the publisher and all, if you know the URL, let me copy this URL only. Control C, I come back, Control V, and all access date, say today's. Um, and I add the citation source. And you see, my citation has been added. Control C, I come here. This is my citation. I did not have to make anything. And this is the best part I like when I am doing my papers, inserting bibliography also. Okay, because bibliography is something that you insert in the end of a paper or thesis. So side by side you can start adding your bibliography also. You can do the citation also, you can cite this also, you can edit it also if you want to. At some point of time that Digital India was not the name of the website or something, you can make additions, deletions, additions to the source, whichever you are selecting. So this was about citation. And whenever you have to cite, this double quote mark is the thing. Wherever you see this, it means this is talking about citations. You want me to do bookmarks once again? Because that is going to be tested. Table of contents and bookmarks are going to be tested.
Yes, ma'am, please.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So let's do. So for example, I I want a bookmark here. Somebody clicks on this. Let me unlink it. Somebody clicks on this, they should come to this part of the bookmark. Okay. So what I do is I select this first and I insert bookmark. Inserted. Then I go to link this with कि कहाँ पर कोई क्लिक करेगा तो यहाँ पर पहुंच जाएगा. So what I do is I want कि कोई यहाँ क्लिक करे तो उस एरिया में यहाँ पर आ जाए. So what I do is I go to Digital India. I click on insert. Now I have to link it with the bookmark. Don't insert bookmark again. Second time what you have to do is second time you have to link the bookmark. So I click on link. I go down and I see there are headings and bookmarks to link. Headings are for table of contents, bookmarks are for bookmarks. So I click on this and I started the paragraph with is a massive campaign. I click here and now this is linked, right? I click on bookmark, I reach here. Understand? I can do that again with something else. Say for example, हम लोग कुछ और ले लेते हैं. For example, it is digital literacy, and here you do not have to remember or you do not have to take the pains of remembering whether this is normal or heading text. Normal will also do for bookmarks. So I want when I somebody clicks on digital literacy, they should reach this place, right? Now you have to select this text where you want them to reach and navigate. Click on insert, click on bookmark. बन गया यहाँ पर bookmark, right? Now you come back here. You want this to be linked. So you highlight this, go to insert. Now this time we are going to do link. Click on link, go on headings and bookmarks. And now second one is this one. Bookmark is there. I click on this, I reach this place. Right? You want me to do table of contents also again? I will quickly do it and then we can come back and have questions. You want me to do table of contents or table of contents was clear?
Ma'am, actually, Navjeet ma'am, the confusion is that both table of contents and this bookmarks, these two features are quite similar. That's why it's confusing.
No, it's
Because
not
both are
confusing.
taking us to,
No,
uh,
listen,
yeah, I
Shisa.
know there is some linking part, but both take us to the desired text.
That is
So
the
please throw
that
some light on that.
see table of contents. You have to remember they are both going to take you to the desired place. But with table of contents, you have to have the main heading in the format of heading one, right? Only then you can navigate. But for the bookmarks, you do not need that specification. You can have any, you can have a title, you can have heading 2, you can have heading 3, you can have anything, and you will be able to navigate. And that is why these two features are very very important. Now why these two features, though they are similar, have been put into the document for the people uh, who are, I'll tell you very specifically that people who write papers, people who write research articles, table of contents and bookmarks help them a lot. And that is why it was only in the hindsight that this citation was also created later. Earlier we were not having citations. Earlier we were having only footnotes, right, to insert footnotes. But when they saw that people are really using this for writing articles and papers and research works and project works, they included these features. Right now also I'm seeing it for the first time here. They are telling me that date option is also a new feature that has been added. So let me go here, and if you want to insert a date, you can insert a date as well. This is I'm you can book a meeting with this, right? You can have a meeting, you can have anything, any format that you want. I am looking at it for the first time along with you. Awesome feature again. And Google rocks with all the new features that it gives. But this is the difference between table of contents and bookmarks. Bookmarks, you have to link and navigate to the place you want to take. And table of contents, you have to create a heading in the format of heading 1, and only then you will be able to go to that place. All right. So that is the difference between table of contents. Don't get confused. All right. Don't get
Yeah,
confused.
now
Yeah,
I'm clear. Thank you, ma'am. Thank
absolutely.
you.
Absolutely. Awesome.
What is heading one, two, three? How is the formatting different? Is it in indenting from the margin
Yes, ma'am.
kind?
Yes, yes. It is indenting from the margin. Yes, ma'am. See,
Okay, so it automatically becomes subhead,
sub
subpoints.
points. Absolutely.
Okay.
And it is very clear here also, ma'am. Whenever you are writing, this is turned into a heading 1 na? Heading 1s are going to be shown here also in this, see, document details. When you click on
जैसे नोट
document
मेकिंग
details,
में करते हैं.
हाँ, जैसे नोट मेकिंग करते हैं हम लोग. एग्जैक्टली. सो
हम्म.
इंडेंटिंग का थोड़ा सा डिफरेंस है. एंड वन मोर फीचर, वेरी नाइस फीचर, इट इज not going to be tested, but I'll tell you, is this check mark checklist. This is a new, not very new, but a relatively new feature wherein you can write things, right? So I put a check mark that you have to write project. जब आपने बहुत सारी चीजें करनी होती है ना, you have to write project heading, you have to write project detail, you have to write body, and your document is 30 pages long or 40 pages long. आपको बार बार जाके नीचे देखना पड़ता है कि मैंने क्या क्या कर लिया. So what you're going to do is you create this checklist for yourself for 10 different things, and then what I do is I click on this, and then I know my project heading is done, so I don't have to look into that. My project detail is done, I do not have to look into that. So one by one, as your things are finished, as your specifications are over, as you meet your you know, all the one by one features that you want to include in your research paper or you want to include in your project, there are 10 different things that you have to use. You do not have to remember every time मैंने क्या कर लिया, क्या करना बाकी है. You can create this checklist, and one, if अगर आपको लगता है project reading नहीं हुई है, just a check on or off, and it will show you whether you have done this, and it is going to put a very beautiful strike through the things that you have completed, the details that you have completed, and the things that you haven't are going to be highlighted. Once you check this, they are also going to be striked off, saying that okay, fine, these things are done, you need not worry about it, worry about the rest of the details. So this is one nice feature that you can use also, and it looks really good when you are when I am doing, I do all this a lot. I use this feature a lot in my research papers. So a new thing that has come to me is writing research papers. So I've written 3 to 4 as of now, and this document, these features have really, Google Scholar and all, Google search we will do day after tomorrow, and you will see what all beautiful things are there. आपको सिर्फ पता है कि word लिख के search करना है. Okay, let me not go into the detail of that. We will do it on
Please,
Saturday.
can you explain one thing? Page break. I really
Sure.
struggle with that.
Everybody struggles with that because page break is very complicated. You have to insert a page break here. Okay, you can have a section break which goes to, for example, you want 2 pages on a single page. For example, you want that after having done this, your page should be broken and a new thing should start, but you do not want to leave the space, है ना? आपने, आपका यहाँ पर एक पेज खत्म होता है, आपका नया पेज शुरू होता है यहाँ जाके, आप कुछ नया यहाँ लिखते हैं, but it looks very untidy when you are leaving all this space,
Hmm.
है ना? So what we do is we go and insert break. You can have a section break which is going to take you to the next page. You can have a, where is
So
it,
section
page
break
page.
means that when the content on one page is over, we don't have to scroll down. It will automatically, once we have read that portion, it will take us to the next page from where the content starts.
No ma'am, no, it is you who are going to send it, they will not do it. Okay, right from here, if I do a section break, that means the next thing is going to begin from the next page. And if I do a page break, it is going to give a break of the entire page in between. See, the whole new page which I had
Okay,
given,
one page break means one
page
page is
ahead.
inserted
Yes,
in.
yes.
Okay,
Okay, and this is, these are very, not very efficient features to use. You
yeah.
can have section break of continuous also, like for example here, बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छा फीचर ये है नहीं, and this is how section break continues here. Not much useful, this feature is not very useful, confusing ज़्यादा है, useful कम है. इसलिए
यूज करना ही नहीं चाहिए उसको।
जस्ट अवॉइड इट। और अगर
अवॉइड
आपने वर्ड में उसको यूज कर लिया ना, तो आप वो बोल्ड लाइन देखते रह जाओगे कि बोल्ड लाइन हटाएं
गॉड।
कहाँ से, वो पेज ब्रेक
हाँ,
की।
वो नहीं समझ
True.
में आता।
हाँ
वी मेड
It's like this
न्यूज़लेटर्स
when
एंड
I
ऑल
miss
ना,
work.
पागल हो जाते हैं उसमें।
so these are not a very, these are not very efficient features to use. Try avoid using them, but you can use, अगर आपको एक पेज का ब्रेक देना है, अगर you know, continue from page number 1, continue this from page number 3, you want to give a section break, you want to give a page break, definitely you can do that.
And one small thing, when we give the head the content labels जो भी नाम दे रहे हैं, so in between if I add something, automatically
No,
suppose that I add one more paragraph in between two table contents, automatically it will take me there na, wherever the table content heading starts.
you
That,
have to insert the heading, you have to do it
yes.
over the headings, but once you are done with the headings, then it will definitely take you to the content.
Right, right. So I have to do that first. Otherwise,
Yes,
I'll have to always calculate ना कि ये
absolutely.
पेज कौन सा कहाँ
हाँ,
चला गया, वो ही काउंट करते रह जाते
वही
हैं
हम लोग करते हैं, हम लोग
न्यूज़लेटर।
पेपर बनाते हुए भी वही काउंट करते रह जाते हैं,
Yes.
सो इट इज
Okay.
वेरी
Okay.
efficient to do this.
This helps a lot.
Yes. Anything else from Google Docs, guys? Anything else? Can we move on to the next app?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes,
We
yes.
can move, I
Yeah,
guess.
Sudeepta, all good? Nilanjan
Yes,
sir?
all good.
Yeah, good. Niranjan sir, shall we move on? सर मुझे लगता है ऑन करके कहीं चले गए हैं. Never mind, we are recording. So let's move on to the next app, which is Google Keep. For this, I will need my phone also to show you some features that really work very efficiently here. So Google Keep is another app which is very, very useful. Okay, it wasn't tested in level 1, but it is going to be tested in level 2. In level 1 it was only tested in MCQs probably, but here you are going to get a small scenario from Keep also. So when you land in Keep, once you are signed in and everything, you are going to be landed on this page. All right, this page means the notes page. Okay, so here you can start taking your note from here. You will see that when I start to take a note, automatically my cursor is taken to the body of the note and not the title. What is Google Keep used for? Google Keep is used for making notes, for setting reminders, and for labeling your reminders basically. तो ये चीजें याद रखता है आपके लिए. Very efficient and very underutilized tool by teachers. Underutilized. You should use this extensively. So by default, our cursor moves on to the body of the note. Why? Because note का title compulsory नहीं है देना, mandatory नहीं है. It just comes down to what is your choice. If you want to give the title to the note, you can. If you don't want, just take the note. Okay, just read this article tomorrow, and my note is done. Okay, this note is done. There wasn't any title to that, but if now I want to write read, and see, it comes with a title. So it is not compulsory that every note should have a title. Now what all we can do with the note is we can make a list with the notes. You can add a list to the items, say my exams, under exams, or my result. Okay, now under exams also you can list items. You can you know, make a lot of sub lists as well. Okay, how do I do that? For example, I take in under exams I write question paper. Okay, I write question paper here. Now I feel that this list is a little you know, a question paper should be included with exams, and report cards should be included with with result. So what I'm going to do is I come back here, I open it again. So what I do is I have to move, drag, and place things. Okay, you can move and drag. So I drag report question paper above exam. below exam, and if I want to turn my question paper into a sub list of exam, what I have to do is just drag it towards your right a little, and it will become a sub list. Just drag your report cards to the side a little, to your right, slide it a little, and it becomes a sub list. So you can drag and drop and do a lot of things with your sub lists here. So you are going to be tested on making a note and making a list. One thing. Third thing you are going to be tested on is adding a reminder. Reminder means when are you going to be reminded of this particular note that you have taken? You want to be reminded on a particular day if this works for you, later today, tomorrow, next week, if this works for you, perfectly well. But if these options do not work, then you have to pick a date and time when you want to get reminded. So maybe on August 21st at 8 a.m. in the morning, or you can customize also. So what happens is with customization, you can write the time. So at 8:30 a.m., I want to be reminded about, it does not repeat. I mean, something that happens daily, something that happens weekly. You have to decide when are the reminders going to be given to you. Is it a monthly event, yearly event, or a daily event? So if I want daily, I am going to get it daily, and then I'm going to click on save. So frequency of um, your frequency of an event is going to be decided by the time and date that you pick. All right. One more thing that you can do with where is it gone? Okay. One more thing that you can do with reminders is, if you do not want to pick a date, if you want to pick a place, for example, I do my listing according to the place and which is my school. What I do is, if I have to go to this place, if as soon as I enter my school, I am going to be reminded of everything that I have to do in my school. So what happens is, I start the listing of it. So for example, one, I have to check the papers today, or I have a meeting, staff meeting with my teachers. I have to call some management member for something. So what I do is, I do this, and I set a reminder as the place, not date and time. I set the reminder as my place. So I can choose a location. This works exactly like, what do you call this? Works exactly like Google Map. Okay, I can choose a location. I can write, say GHPS, this is my school, and I click on save. Don't forget to click on save, please. Don't just go back with this arrow. Click on save first. And now what happens is, as soon as I enter my school, all these pop up in my notes on my mobile, because this is a mobile Zada wala app, and everything that I have to do in the day is always there in my mobile. I just have to go to Google Keep and see that I've done this, I've done this. And after you have done this, what you can do, after this list, if you have done this exam wala thing, you can check it off or check it on. See, I have done exams. Click on this. This works exactly like the checklist of dog we just did. Have you done this? Have you done that? So you can tick it off and tick it on, saying all my things are done. I am done with this. And if you are done with this, go on and select it and delete it. You want to delete this note, you delete this note. Right? What else you can do is, you can add um, drawing or image to the note also. So for example, um, we can make headers for it also, but we will do that later. That is not tested, and that is a long thing, how to make headers. But we can get some time together, and I'll teach you how to do the headers for the keep also, which are very, very essential. So what I do is, I go here and I want, say this one, okay, and I open. When I add the image, right, when I add the image, I know that this has got something to do with my, okay, this image is too big to do, but anyways, I know that this is something that I have to do according, as per what is the specification of the picture is. So picture becomes a reminder for your note. You understand? Picture becomes a reminder for your own note. And if you can go here, you can add the note also. Okay, you are remaining with level 2 certification. So I have to do level 2 certification for this as soon as possible, and I can set a reminder for this. Then I can pick a date and time, that रोज सुबह एक बार मेरे को बता दिया करो कि मुझे इसका करना है. right? So starting from 20th, every day you are going to remind this to me that 8 in the morning that I have to do level 2 certification. So this functionality helps you get reminded of something that is really important, and if you want to do it every day, you can do it every day, right? And अब phone से देखते हैं, right? This keep is there in your phone. I go right now here. See, in this one, there is no option of voice note. There is no option of recording your voice and taking a note. But if I go to my phone and I am going to record something, uh, please remind me tomorrow, please remind me tomorrow that I have to complete my assessment for class 12th, and I have to check half yearly question papers for English for classes 6 to 12th. And I'm going to send it. It will appear as soon as you write a note or you record a note. It is going to appear because this is really okay. Which okay. The This is a perfect example, as I was telling you. Please see where you are logged in. So in my phone, I am logged in with this Google ID, and I was searching for the note to come on the different ID, which did not work for me, right? So this is the difference, as I was telling you earlier. This is another headache. When I enter my ID and I go to Google Keep, you will see the thing that I had, or the note. Yes, see this. I was dictating this note. Please remind me tomorrow that I have to complete my assessment for class 12 and have to check. And you can check out. Are you there with me, guys? Are you there? Are you there? Are you listening? Are you?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. So here I am. What I can do is, not only I can do a lot of things with my note, I can go and grab text also, which is not showing right now, but I can grab a text, like for example a voice note. I can copy and paste anywhere. I can grab the text here. Okay, so what we do in the minutes is, in the minutes of the meeting, if you are responsible for the minutes of the meeting and you do not want to write everything, you can keep on speaking in the Google Keep, and when you reach your Keep, you will see that my everything I had spoken is here. You just have to copy that voice note, and see, it can be pasted anywhere. You want to go to Google Doc and paste it there, you can do that. You want to go to your WhatsApp and you want to paste it there, you can do even that. It is grabbable. And this is an image. See, not only can I see the image, I can grab the image text also. अगर आपका handwriting legible है, कोई भी text है, even it is a typed text, so I click on grab image text, and what I do is, उन्होंने क्या कर दिया, मुझे मेरे पूरे image को text में convert कर दिया. I can copy this text from here, and this is a wonderful way of doing comprehensions. People send the image of the comprehension to Google Keep, any comprehension, and what you
Oh,
have to do
this
is
is good.
go,
Yeah, this is a cool feature. Yeah.
yeah,
Right.
grab the image text, okay, and you are good to go with copy and paste anywhere that you want,
Okay.
right? So this is an awesome way of, अब आपको कुछ भी लगता है कि आपको अभी के अभी मुझे नहीं याद रहेगा, click the photograph, send it to your Keep, and download this widget in your mobile. It's very efficient.
Hmm.
quickly take the image and do it. Next time when you reach your when you go into your keep from your desktop or something, you can grab the text. Option is not available in phone. Okay, this option is available here. You can grab the text and you can do a lot of awesome stuff with the image, with your voice note. And also one more thing I wanted to tell you, you can labels also. Labels, we know that now we are level 1 and we know what labels are all about, so you can
Hmm.
add labels from here, right? You can
Hmm.
add labels from here. You can change the color if you want. मेरे सारे स्कूल के जो सारे स्कूल का जो नोट्स होते हैं उनका सबका कलर ब्लू होता है, बिकॉज मेरे बच्चों की यूनिफॉर्म ब्लू है। सो ब्लू कलर देखते ही मुझे याद आता है कि स्कूल के नोट्स हैं। जो जीईजी का होता है, इट इज ऑल ग्रीन। So when I see green color, I see that it is all my GEG notes. So what I can do is I can add color to my notes also from this
Hmm.
um, palette here. I click on this, I add, and these are the only colors available. These are
Hmm.
the only colors available. You cannot customize your colors. I click green and now I know this is my GEG ka thing. So there are wonderful ways of keeping track of your notes and reminders, right? And the notes that are done with, आपका ये काम खत्म हो गया, you can archive. No need to delete anything. I am not a very um, I'm not a kind of person who believes in deleting everything, but I keep it with me in archive things. कि कभी भी यूज करेंगे अगले साल शायद यही नोट वापस ना लिखना पड़ जाए पेरेंट्स को। सो व्हाट आई डू इज आई आर्काइव इट। आर्काइविंग से क्या होता है, इट इज नॉट डिलीटेड, बट इट इज नॉट अवेलेबल ऑन योर एक्टिव विंडो ऑल्सो to clutter your
Hmm.
window doesn't get cluttered, but then you can archive. And when you click on archive folder, you see all these notes are available there. Okay.
So when we search, it will search archive also. It will show that this is also in archive.
No, you have to go to search and you have to go in archive and search
Archive
it.
and search. Okay.
Then it will show you. Okay.
Hmm.
And you can add labels also. Like for
Yeah.
example, I come here, this is my school car. You can add labels here.
Hmm.
Add a label saying that this is for my school. Add a label. Then you can add a color of your school. Blue color goes good with me, and I know this is my school ka thing, right? So these things are very underutilized tool, as I said in the beginning, but a very, very useful tool for teachers. You must all have this on your mobile phones. You must all have this in your laptops available there to do a lot of good things. तो अगर आप बहुत सारे मीटिंग्स में जाते हैं और बहुत सारे आपको मिनट्स करने पड़ते हैं, बोलते जाओ थोड़ा 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 थोड़ा, need not copy also. And you can open this in your Google Docs also, right? For example, I go to archive. I want this image to be available, or this to be available in my Google Docs also. I do not have to copy and paste in Google Docs. I click on copy to Google Docs. Okay. And if I open my Google Doc, you will see it is available here for me to check. Everything you have written here is there in Google Doc. You do not have to rewrite anything. It is integrated, embedded into each other. Keep and doc. So here from you can open your keep from here also. All the notes that you have listed are going to come up here. All the notes from inside your docs as well, from inside your Gmail as well. All the notes are going to be there. All the Google notes are going to be there. The calendar is going to be there for you to check out and see. And all these apps, because they are from Google, they are all integrated, they are all linked with each other. And if you are wondering how this black and white works, this is a with theme, disable dark theme or enable dark theme. That's all. This from Gear, this Cork, this Gear, the settings work from here. Settings are not going to be tested. इतना ज़्यादा इसमें से test होना भी नहीं है. What was tested was to make a note and add an image maybe to the note, and that should be all. But I have given you because this tool is very, very useful for teachers. And we are almost done with that. Yeah. And I come back to, yeah, now you tell me if there is anything that you want to ask from Google to Google Keep. Hello, people there?
It's clear.
Yeah, good,
Yeah,
good.
all clear.
All
Yes,
clear?
Soumya here.
Yeah.
Chalo, good. So you're giving me a 10 on 10 today on everything. So fine, good to go. The next thing I had to do was Blogger. Okay, next thing we do is Blogger, Google Blogger. How many of you make blogs?
No, not
Nobody?
yet.
Not yet.
Why?
I didn't know this feature.
Ah, now you will know, and we are going to do a lot of it.
I
So
didn't
here
know
we
this.
are with Google Blogger. I enter blogger.com with Google, and because I have already created my account with this, it is showing me this window. Otherwise, you will be asked to sign in. Remember that. If you do not see this window, okay, if you do not see this window first, don't get confused, folks, because you have not signed in. It will show you that previous first window wherein you start signing in, and you will ultimately, after signing in, you will land on this page. All right. Now, first of all, I should tell you that from 1st September, there are going to be lots and lots of changes in the admin. So if you are the IT admins of your schools, if you are even if you are teachers and your IT admins aren't very aware of this fact, tell them that from September 1, there are lots of changes that are happening. You would like to make those changes in admin console before September 1. Otherwise, you will lose access to a lot of services of Google. So please be aware of that, and in your personal accounts also keep a check on what all features are going to be available to you on your personal accounts, what all is not, and if those features are going to be age specific, then you have to go and check in your details once again. All right. Now I am going to start with a new post, but before that, this is the name of my blog, Level 2 Training. Okay, I can create as many blogs as I want. Let me create a new blog. So let me create demo training blog. Okay, your profile is different from your name of the blog. Remember that. This is not the name of my profile. This is the name of my blog. So I'm writing demo training, and I click on next. What is the address that you want to give to your blog? Say demo training. This blog is not available because somebody has already taken it. Let's say demo. This is also not available. Let's say D. Oh. Are no address is available. Okay, this is available. Let's go with this one. So this blog is available. This is customizing your URL, right? This is right here customizing your URL, your link for the blog. So drnurjit.blogspot.com. I click on save, and my URL is saved. Now here we see in demo training, not one article is there, but in level 2 training there was one article. So this blog is different, and this blog is different in the same profile, in my profile. Remember that. Okay, don't get confused with differentiating profiles with differentiating blogs. I, as Narjeet, can create one blog for English, one for technology, one for education, one for administration, as and when I want. And in those blogs, I can write hundreds of articles under every heading, right? So here we create a different blog, and then, as I said in the beginning, a plus sign. See, always a plus sign. Whenever you want to create something new in Google, it is always a plus sign. So let's create a new post here. I click on new post, and I start my um, blog. So the title today is, say, demo level 2, and यहीं से कॉपी कर लेते हैं. And this is my title, and this is my blog, and so this is the blog I have written, right? I can do a number of things with my blog. You see how they are different, how they are looking different. You do not want to have this kind of a look? Go here and do a lot of views. HTML view or a compose view? Here we are. You want a paragraph style or a heading style? See, the styles are different. You want a minor style or a normal style or a major heading style? That becomes different. You want it bold, no bold, italic, no italic, underlined, striked through, color, whichever you want, you can select, right? Link, if you want to insert a link also, that can also be done. Just hold on, let me change it back to black so that it is visible to all. Right, you want to insert a link, you can do that. So what is the text to display? Please, you see now, in a lot of blogs people say that this is the link to my previous blog. If you want to know more about that, you can check out this link. So please check my previous blog. So what I have to do is insert a link. I'm going to insert the link of this only. See if that works. And what do you want to do? Open this window in a new window or whatever you want. If you want people to be able to open this blog in the same window where they are watching your blog, it's okay. If you want them to open in a new window, that is a new tab will open for them, even that is okay. Now this is up to you how you decide your blog to be displayed. And I click on apply. You can insert images, you can insert YouTubes. Let's insert an image from Blogger. Do I have any? From this blog, from archive. So let's go with this one. So this is the image. Okay, this is the link, and I can insert a video as well in my from YouTube. Say for example, this is the fine one. Okay, I come here and I insert my video. You can make it bigger or smaller, enlarge it, drag it the way you want it to appear in your blog. These are all the links that are created. Remember, they will they will click on this and they will be sent to that video also. You can insert emojis, whichever you like.
So where is this visible to the public?
I will just tell you, ma'am. I'll just tell you. So all this is done, and you can make it aligned, and you can make all these options. You can have input tools also. Input tools in the language that you want. You want to write in Hindi, you want to write in Gujarati, you want to write in Hebrew, it's there. And if you want to do away with all the formatting, it's there, right? So all these things from this toolbar have been included. All the things have been included. Now let's see how my blog looks like. What is it going to look like to people? I click on labels. If I want to create a label, always create a label with your blog. For example, you want to create a blog of, say, this is digital, online. You can separate a lot of, because when people search in blogs, they want to search about digital tools. Even with keyword digital also, your blog is going to open up for them to search. If they write online, if they write tools, any keyword that matches, when they write, your blogs are going to be opened up. Okay, so this is a customized link or an automatic link. That is up to you. You can write a customized link also. We're not going to all these details. Right now, I'm not going to go into all these details. And now I'm going to preview how my blog looks. So this is how your blog is going to look like to people. All right, this is the link to your blog. If they want to send the link, this is the blog. All this is clickable. Remember, all these things are clickable when they see it, and they can enter their comments here. And these are the labels that we had added, right? So if they're looking for digital, if they're looking for online, if they're looking for tools, all this is going to be available for them to see. This is how it looks in a desktop. This is how it looks in a iPad. This is how it looks in a smartphone. This is how it looks on a full screen, so on and so forth. Now, once I have created my blog, and you can go on and publish it. You want to publish this, confirm it, and your blog is published with these keywords and this name and everything. Now, if you want that I want some changes in my blog, I do not want to publish it anymore, I need more changes, you can click on this icon. It will revert the draft, unpublished. And if I click on this, it is going to get published again. Right? Now you can add more keywords after even creating it. So let's say apply. One more keyword I am going to apply to that. Okay. Then you can delete this post, or you can view this post again. When you view this post, you will see how this post is going to look like. If I click on this, it will take you to the link that I had inserted, or you can go and find out what all you can do with these things. Right now, next thing we have to do in this is, did you understand till here? And this is how you share it with this link. You are going to share your blog with this link. This link is available for you to be shared, right? And here it will show you how many people have seen your blogs, and what are the what kind of traction you are getting for your blogs. So how many views are there, when was it posted, all this is going to be there. Next thing you are going to be tested is on changing a little layout. Now, this was how your blog looked like, right? But if I want, I can change and customize how my blog is going to look. I can go on layout, and I can write, I can write what I want and where. Say I want to add a gadget. These are all the अलग से जो gadgets मिलते हैं ना, link list, that is third party apps as we call. You can insert these gadgets. You want followers, you have hundreds of followers and you want to flaunt. Click on this. It is going to show this widget. Title: check out my followers. Right? And click on save. Any other gadget about me, if you want to change anything about yourself, you can do this. Right? See, right now it is about me. I can change and write something really nice. Me, and though it is not nice, people, I'm very tired, I'm not very inspired today, and I'm just writing what is coming to my mind. And I click on, if you want to show the location also, you can do that and click on save. Now at the bottom, what all gadgets you want at the bottom, one by one you can do that, one by one. You want to search this block with what, right? You want to add this gadget also, people should be able to search this block. Click on save and you are there. Now when I go here, you will mark the changes, right? This is for your comment, and this is the date added, which was not, no. Okay, in the layout you have added gadgets. Okay, that gadget head should be have been there. Check out my followers on the sidebar top. Okay, here we are. Yeah. Okay, so when you click on these three lines, this hamburger kind of a thing, you will see I included one gadget which was check out my followers. No followers. If I click on follow, I will get my followers. You want to follow this? Follow. And you are done. Right? So these are the these are the things that you can, these are the layouts that you can try. There are lots of gadgets available to make your blogs really awesome. You want to add anything from here, these gadgets. You want to add a page list, you want to add advertisements, you are going to be paid by this, but beware of what you are advertising. All right, how is the body going to look like? You can do that. Now we come to theme, changing the theme. Check out the theme right now. Check out the theme, the background theme, how the theme looks like. Okay, now if I want to change the theme, I can do that. I like this theme better, this one, it's okay. Or I can customize my theme also, bringing pictures, uh, changing colors. I want to change color to green, I can do that. I go to, no need to go to advanced and all. I'm not going into all these, but these are very awesome, really awesome ways of making your blog look and feel great when people visit it. So इतना dull सा blog नहीं बनाइए. My blogs are very vibrant. They are full of pictures. They are full of abstracts. So make it very beautiful. Oh, come on. Don't get hung on me. and I'm click on done. You want to select a background image. Okay, and here it is. I click on done. Right, here we are. All right, I have changed images and everything. Now when I come here and I refresh the page, you see my changes are going to get reflected in. Okay, did I click on save?
So instead of writing on WordPress and all, we can use this instead.
Absolutely, anytime that you want. And I love this a lot. So all these changes are going to be there. Okay, I am just resetting it, and if you go back and check it out, you will see your changes are going to get reflected wherever posts, whichever posts you have done. uh, I think it is not getting, I don't know, it should, but this is the way of doing it. I'll do it once again. I'll do it once again. But this is exactly the way of doing it. You can customize it any type and click on apply. Okay, new theme has been applied. Let me go and refresh it. And okay, here it is. Right? So a new theme has been applied to my blog. You can customize it the way you want. Next thing you are going to be tested on is settings. Now these are very important settings for your blog. You can create a title. We just created a demo training. If you want to change, you can change from here. You can write the description for the people or for you to remember also that this is for trainings for level 2. All right, this is for description. Then the language of the blog also, from English to any language you can change. Now this is very important, the adult content. If you are writing anything which is for 18 years and above, then you would like to show the warning to the blog readers, and I will put this on. That means age confirmation is required before they can read your blog, and the blog is going to show them a warning that this blog is for only people who are 18 and above. Okay, Favicon not tested, but Favicon hota kya hai? Do you see here, yahan par, this is the icon of the blogger. Okay, icon of the blogger. Whenever you open, see here also icon of the blogger. But if you create your own Favicon, then instead of this image of blogger, you are going to be shown the Favicon image that you have inserted. आप sites में भी कर सकते हैं, blog में भी कर सकते हैं. So this is very usual cliche blogger Favicon. But if you want, you can include your own image when it will be displayed, when it is your blog people are opening. Instead of this image, it is going to be your Favicon. So you can go and try this. It's not going to be tested. Now, privacy. They are going to ask you about privacy. Do you want it to be visible to the search engines in Google or not? Is it a private blog that you are creating for your children in the class and you don't want to be searchable? You don't want this to be navigatable, searchable on search engines, Google, on or off as you desire. What is going to be the blog address? This is my blog address. I had already saved it. If you want, you can change. Permissions. Do I give permissions to anybody? I am the admin. And invite authors. That means invitations can go to people, to their email addresses, and they can come and collaborate, as is the age old custom of Google. Collaboration is something that is uh, on the forefront, everything that they do. So I am going to send this invitation to this, and you see invitation is pending. In my pending author invites are this. I will have to go to my blog using this email ID which I have used, approve it, and I will be able to make changes here also or contribute here also. Right? How many posts are going to be shown on the main page? Say 20 or 11, up to you. And all these are comments. Who can comment? You want users to comment, only the members of this blog to comment? Anybody can comment. This is very dangerous. Never use this. Only if you are very confident of your blog, please go ahead. Otherwise, refrain and write the members of this blog. And these are you want to post this using email or publish email immediately, all these are not going to be tested. You are going to be tested on permissions in pending, sending a invite to somebody. You are going to be tested on publishing. You are going to be tested on privacy. 3 permissions you will have to put on and off, and the rest of the formattings you can check out on your own. There are lots of formattings, lots of settings you can do. So if I view my blog from here, this is how my blog looks like, because I had put that on. Remember, we had pushed it on that I am writing something sensitive and I can only invite 18 years and above. So if I turn that on, this is how it is going to look like, that it's a sensitive content. You are not going to be endorsing this, and what is your age limit and everything. I understand that I wish to continue, only then you will be able to continue to the blog, and they will ask you your age and everything, age restrictions, so on and so forth. And after that only you are going to be allowed. We are expecting certain changes. Practice this. You might be tested about this time, though it has never been tested. Actually, it has never been tested, but you might get tested on this. So try this setting as well. And this is about earnings, how you can monetize it. एड्स के एड्स ऐड करके हम लोग एडवर्टिजमेंट्स ऐड करके हम लोग इसमें मोनेटाइज कर सकते हैं, बट यू हैव टू बी वेरी केयरफुल अबाउट what all is being advertised on your blog. And that should be all from my side for blogs. Now tell me if you want to let me revise what all is going to be tested. I forgot. You will let me revise. So you are going to be tested on making a new blog. Okay, new blog. Write a new blog, any new blog that you want. Then make a new post in that blog. Address, whatever. Make a new post. Make a few adjustments to the post. And if you want to share the blog, you have to click on this button and it is going to be shared. If you are going to mail it also, the link, they might ask you to mail the link of your blog also. So click on this and it is going to show you all the links that are going to be available, and you might be able to share it anywhere that you want. You can copy the link, you can mail it, and you're good to go, right? And you can preview it, see it, and so on and so forth. You have to publish it before doing that. Okay, please remember, you have to publish your blog. आप ढूंढते मत रहिएगा पेपर में कि blog नहीं दिख रहा. You have to publish it before you can see your blog on your main page. Only then it will get all these features, otherwise not. And you can click on manage to see what you can do. You want to delete it, you want to add more labels, you want to archive them, you want to unpublish them, so on and so forth. And you are going to be tested on changing the layout. You are going to be tested on changing something in the theme, one theme, any theme they will tell you to change. And you are going to be tested in the settings, 3 settings that I have told you, nothing more, nothing less. Only this is going to be tested in level 2. This is all that you are going to be tested on. Yeah, I am done from my side. Now you come on, if you have any queries.
Yeah, I have one.
Yeah.
So, like in sites, we have that option of a collaborator. Do we have a similar option here as well in blog?
Yeah, we have, wherein we are going to invite authors. We just did, right? We invite authors here, invite more authors, and these authors are going to contribute in your blog. Okay, they can go to your blog, they can make changes in your blog, and they can also comment on your blog. So you can invite people with their email IDs from here, and if they accept, then you are good to collaborate with them.
So they can actually change the layout also.
If you allow them, yes, they can
Okay.
do that. They can do that. There are a few settings to further customize it, but as of now, as I said, this is all that is going to be tested, but you should go and try it out. Try all the settings. It's an awesome way of getting out on the world and getting out on the scene, giving your opinions, and all for free, guys. Everything for free. और इसको आपने अगर अपने डोमेन के साथ अटैच कर लिया तो डेफिनेटली इट विल गिव यू अ वेबसाइट का, and blog.@narjeetkaur.com. So it is going to be website also, it is going to be a blog also. You are good to go. Fantastic things to try. Anything else? Hello, Shifa ma'am,
No,
Ritu ma'am. Ritu ma'am doesn't
no,
have anything. Come on, Ritu
no.
ma'am. I'm not expecting that.
No, no, no. I'm just in awe of it. I'll explore it.
Absolutely. Renu ma'am, Shifa,
No, it's
Yeah,
okay.
I'll
As now,
practice. I'll practice it today.
Shifa.
Yes, ma'am. I have understood. Now I need to practice.
Absolutely. You need to practice, all of you need to practice this a lot. And, it is not very easy to get your hands on any app that, that quick. So you'll have to practice all these things a lot of practice.
Hmm.
And आपका लेवल 2 में बहुत सारे सब पॉइंट्स टेस्ट होते हैं सिनेरियोज में, तो you have to be quick with time also. You have to be very careful of the time also. Once I finish this uh, training, I shall be posting the scenarios. Right now I'm posting tasks. You get your hands on the tasks, then I'll post scenarios. You can practice all those scenarios as well, and you're good to go. Yeah.
Yes.
Fine.
okay. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So can we call it a day for today?
Yeah.
Lot of
Yes,
Yeah.
we
information.
can a lot of things
Yeah,
to
it's a lot of information.
practice
Lot
also.
of information to process. Um, and so we shall meet next again when day after tomorrow, Saturday.
Saturday.
Saturday 5:30. Good, 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 good.
Saturday 5.
Saturday we are meeting. Oh, okay.
Okay.
I thought we are meeting later. Okay.
Later means
I mean,
After
because
the after Rakhi.
after Rakhi, this was not in mind that we have a. Okay.
acha Sunday, so you won't be available then.
No, no, no.
Saturday, Sunday is going to
Ah,
be a.
I was thinking of, putting a proposal across that can we meet on a Sunday as well. I forgot it is
No,
Rakhi,
no,
Rakhi.
because my brother isn't here in Delhi, so my family isn't here. So my things are done online, and I amazingly forgot about the festival. I'm so sorry. Good, I did not put it on floor. But yeah, Saturday we'll meet, and then we'll meet on Monday. Monday it is, or Tuesday?
Tuesday, 24th.
And
Tuesday,
24th.
yeah. Simultaneously, there are 4 trainings going on, one after the other, and I seem to mix up. So it is Tuesday, Saturday, and then Tuesday. 2 more days to go. Good, good.
Saturday, can we make it in the morning if it suits everybody?
I have school. I have PTA meeting.
School.
No,
Oh
it's
God.
school.
just
Yeah.
for
Okay.
the occasion.
Okay.
Hey, Sudipta, how many PTMs does your school have in a month?
Yeah.
Yeah?
So अभी every Saturday हो रहा है and plus we have so many
Every
sections ना. हाँ. Last week मेरा एक section को हुआ. अभी this Saturday 2 more sections. Then next Saturday class 11 का होगा. अभी 12th का चल रहा है.
Oh
हमारे
God.
24 sections भी है ना, इसीलिए.
They want us to adopt the children actually.
हाँ,
The
actually.
school people want us to adopt them.
So the other day I got late yesterday only. मेरी meeting चल रही थी. I couldn't attend your
Hmm.
training session. सुबह से 7:30 to 1 first classes. उसके बाद 2 बजे I had to reach school. Then 2 to 5:30 meeting. Then I was on my way
Oh.
back. So then वो बीच में it was getting cut. So I thought चलो मैं
God.
recording ही देख लेती हूँ.
This
तो
is
अभी it's
not
become very taxing.
teaching, it is exploitation, man.
हाँ, totally.
Yeah.
आज भी गई थी. I had gone today also. अब now Saturday.
नहीं, जाना is okay. Once in a while you go to school, it's okay. But then classes लो, फिर जाओ.
हाँ.
ये क्या तरीका होता है यार? Classes off कर सकते हैं एक दिन के लिए.
Hmm.
But अब half yearly exams आ रहे हैं. So have to finish the
Half yearly
syllabus.
तो we are really. अब मैं recording बंद कर दूँ?
Please.
CBSE ने सुन लिया ना, हमें इतनी